What's good, fam? How y'all doing today? Today is a good day for me, and the reason that is, one, we are not working on this car right here, and then two, if you can tell from the title, I got another project car. And if you haven't followed this channel for a bit, I mentioned multiple times that I've started to fall off. Well, I've been falling out of love for this car already, and don't get me wrong, this car is pretty great. You know, it's awesome, it's nice to drive, it looks cool, but there's just something missing. You know, I guess I just wanted a different car or something, a new build, a new platform, or whatever it is, something different. So that's what I did. Been searching for a while. I actually been searching. By the time you've seen this video, I've already did my Japan trip. You've probably seen all my Japan vlogs and all already. It's been months now since I've been looking for this car, but I wanted to find a deal because I wanted an actual true project car. And yeah. Now let me not blabber anymore. Let's get to it and show you the new car. So you're probably asking right now, why another Lexus? Why this car? And honestly, so my thinking process to buy another car was that I wanted something different. Like I mentioned multiple times, I was falling out of love with my IS over there, and I thought about maybe I should just change a platform, you know, hop onto another platform, and that platform would be in the Honda community, you know. I wanted to find a Honda Civic or Integral, you know, like more of the old school JDM kind of car to mod and just have fun. And I wanted to kind of do like a manual car in a way. I also was looking for this IS 300. Criteria was like, I has to be a deal. Like I don't want to go and spend stupid amount of money for something that I don't really need. Like technically I don't really need another car, even alone a project car. Also in the market for some of these older cars, you know that the market right now is insane. Some of these people out here asking, like 7-8K for a 200+ mile car, clapped out, and it's, I don't know, it's crazy out here. But I wanted to go Honda if there was the opportunity to. Couldn't find a deal. Saw this car for a steal, so I had to hop on it, you know. Of course, I'm familiar with Lexus. It'll be a lot easier to me. The only difference is, you know, it's the 2JZ GE motor, so of course. And with this current state of the car right now, I thought this will be actually really good project car to build and fix up till when it's done. And when I said its current state, let me explain to you what the car looks like right now. 24-year-old car, it's never going to be a perfect condition, and this car is a perfect example. When you look up closer, I don't know if you can tell from the video, the hood needs a lot of work. It has a bunch of rock chips, and then it's a little bit rusted on the spots and stuff like that. A couple clear coats here are coming off. The bumper is pretty banged up, cropped out. Maybe it needs a good clean or polish, but a piece of it down here is missing. Of course, you know, fenders, a little dent here and there, things that can be fixed. But overall, the whole outside interior is somewhat pretty clean compared to the market of what people are asking for this car right now, especially. And seeing their clapped out cars, nothing too bad, nothing too crazy. Things can be fixed. Wheels are poo-poo. You have your normal scratch here and there, but not a lot of dings. The roof is probably the worst part. It's bunch of spots of clear coats are coming off, like here. So of course, if you know me, you know that I'm gonna wrap this car. Gotta have to do a decent amount of work on this. But overall, it is a clean exterior, especially for how much I pay for it. Okay, the interior wise, overall, I would say it's somewhat pretty clean. Just needs some love and care and cleaning, deep cleaning this car, and I think it will be really good. No cracked dash at all. This car is known to have sticky dash. I think after 02 to 05, that's where it is. This car is an 01, so dash is still pretty clean. Some of the buttons are a little cracked, but overall it's still pretty good. I definitely need to reupholster or replace the steering wheel. Door panel wise, same thing, just need clean. On all 4 door panels are all clean. Back seat, it's not bad. Just clean it again. Like I said, If you can't tell from what I'm saying, it's mainly just cleaning. Seats, of course, wear and tear. I might put a seat cover on it, or I'll just swap it out for a different seat. Now let's get to this part right here. You have your OEM ball shift knob, the non-molested IS cluster or radio unit. It's still the factory cassette CD. It works. I actually put my jump box starter on it and it powers up and it plays all the time. All this works. Actually, some of the models, newer models, have the navigation screen pop up. Actually, I'm glad I got this. I really don't care for it. This is a place for me to put my stuff. And of course, most important thing, the infamous gauge cluster. If you don't know this gauge cluster is inspired by like a watch, like a GMT style. I love it so much. Like, it looks so great. It looks dope, especially for an 01 car. I think it looks so dope. But yeah, it's just very super dirty at the moment. But we'll definitely clean that out, get it looking nice, and then we'll kind of figure out what to do with this interior. You heard me say multiple times that I got it for a steal. And you might ask, why is it a steal? Why are you so excited about it? So it has one major problem, and that is because the motor doesn't work. And let me show you how I look at the current moment right now. That is what the motor looks like at its current state. Now, without getting too deep of what the motor condition is, basically from what I learned from the previous owner is, of course, it doesn't run, and they took it apart, the radiator and all that stuff, to try to fix it. Me and my friend Ung thinks that since he didn't do his maintenance, which is, if you know 2JZ, they're known to have a timing belt known issue. If you don't do that maintenance, it's going to go out of whack. Of course, there's no timing belt there. And part of the purchase, he gave me the kit that he bought was a water pump and then timing belt to replace it. So I'm assuming because of that, why this motor doesn't run. Now, we're not sure. The previous owner said that it might be a bent valve because of, you know, all this. We're saying that it's probably not for sure, because if you know this motor, it's a non-interference, so it should not affect the piston, the valve, and all that stuff too much at all. And I think that this motor can be saved or fixed to be running again. Now, besides it not running, one big major part of this motor right now, and we notice, we can clearly see, if you can't tell what the video is, it has oil everywhere. I mean everywhere. Like, look at the water pump. I mean, it's leaking everywhere. Look, this is all grime oil. It's all over. I mean, it's disgusting how bad it is. And you can't tell, like, the sway bar, the mounts on there, look, it's just gunk. Now, my plan for this motor will be is, first, check the compression to make sure that it's holding pressure. If it does, that means the motor is overall pretty good and it will be running fine. And once I'm done with the compression, I will more than likely take the motor apart, take the motor out of the car if possible, and go and redo all the seals and stuff, maintenance here and there all around the motor to get it running pristine. The big thing is the compression test. If this thing is messed up and it's done so, of course I gotta go find another motor so I can put it back in. If this motor is fine, the compression test is great and good, we're still gonna take it apart, because might as well, it's already like technically 1/3 of the way out. Take it apart, redo all the seals and stuff to get it not looking like poo-poo like that. And hopefully when I'm done with this motor, when it's still run, it will run for at least another 100 and 200k miles. At the moment, this motor has about 245,000 miles on it. Kind of common for this motor to have oil leaks here and there, everywhere. So I'm praying that once I'm done with it, I will be able to fix it, seal everything, running good for at least another 100. You're probably asking right now, Kevin, do you actually know how to work on motors? Heck no. I mean, you see me install and fix her in there and work on my car and not, but this will be the first time I actually will more than likely take the motor apart and kind of fix stuff that's wrong with it. And I think this car will be a very good learning experience for me, because I always said that I wanted to build a project car, and you know, from ground up, and this is a starting point. And I think this motor will be fine now. And that's the reason why I got this car for steel, because this was one of the main selling point of the previous owner. He just didn't want to deal with it anymore, and I was like, you know, I'll take it. So yeah, and I think the motor will be running. This is a new build. I hope you're excited for it. I am. I mean, I've been itching to start tear apart and stuff like that, but I've just been so busy. Hopefully this will be a learning experience for me. Like and comment and subscribe right now if you want to follow this build series. And I can't wait to show you guys what my plan for this car is. So let's get it going. This is just a little intro video of what I got right now. The next video will be the first video of the rebuild process. So let's get it going. Like always, thank you for watching, and until next time, deuces.
Ooh.
Oh, that valve is gone.
That's gone.